Judy, you and me have an issue. A serious issue.
Oh, we have an issue. Sorry. What is it?
I have floofy hair because of you.
Because of me?
Yeah, because of you.
What did I do?
You postponed the show yesterday. My hair was all nice, and then I didn't feel like doing it again today. And now here we are. I got floofy hair, all because someone was tired.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Welcome to a conversation with Judy and Ryan right here on YouTube at takeabreathpod. People are calling it the funniest conversation on the internet. Which people? Don't worry about it. People are saying it though. The guy that just walked by, he says it all the time. All the time. If you guys want to be part of the long ass ticker, $5 a month on our Patreon at takeabreathpod. Judy, there's nothing. Let's just get to this.
Get in the comments.
All right. And I say that because after my story last week, like, my life has only been one thing. Everyone's only talking about one thing. Okay, Judy?
We know.
That I had hooker toes in my mouth. Okay? That's the only thing I've heard about.
In public.
In public. But you sent me a picture from Instagram that it started the day off, and it showed Keith's comments.
It's actually, I had to send this to you because it's not on Instagram. It's on Facebook. And I know for a fact, I was like, Ryan doesn't check Facebook. So I'm like, I'm going to send this to him because this is so funny because I'm sure he never saw it.
But I like it because it's the picture of me in my most coke dealer-ish. So if you want to know what I would look like if I was on a beach in Miami selling 8 balls, get on the screen right now. But I love it because Keith is just there like, daddy like. Yes. But then, can I tell you before we move on, like, my week really has just been surrounded by what happened to me, to the point where even though I've already edited the entire podcast multiple times, turned it into shorts, all that kind of stuff, I was trying to just re-listen to it today, and I couldn't make it through the episode because just every time the secondhand cringe of everything kept washing over me, right? And then I got to go through our comments. I don't think Ryan should feel embarrassed about sucking toes, but as someone, Ryan, who doesn't like feet stuff to begin with, he should feel icky. Judy, I feel icky, okay? I feel gross. All right? That's probably why I blacked out. I wasn't even that drunk. I blacked out because I have PTSD now, okay?
Yeah. Sounds like it.
You know, Gabe Nerd Tay 1 also, God, this is exactly why I don't like drinking until I'm crossfaded. He meant blackout, but he said crossfaded. And he probably said it because he knew I was crossfaded. That's neither here nor there. All right?
Right. Yeah.
Thank God. This is why she's the favorite in the writing room, okay? Because Yanira came in clutch. There's no world in which I would ever propose to a man. I will use this acronym going forward, LOL. Yeah, she didn't care about the other stuff, okay? She was worried about her one thing, her acronym, all right? And that was it. Ugh. God.
Oh, man.
Anytime I think about it, even though I don't know what happened, because that's almost worse, because I don't know what happened, so I have to, like, recreate it in my mind.
Right. And why would you want to recreate that?
Because I want to know what happened. Why did I make a terrible decision like that?
Like, well, now you're just torturing yourself.
She didn't leave a comment, but she told me in person. Senator Cable wanted to let you know, hunting wives is not just women doing stuff. Okay. There are plenty.
I thought about it after. Yes, okay. I thought about it after I said that. I was like, wait, maybe it's not. But there are plenty of lesbian sex, though.
There's lots of lesbian sex, but there's
also
regular
other
sex, too.
Yes.
but it's a Yellowstone type show, so there's no gay sex. Oh man! Speaking of TV shows, I got a new reality show that I'm watching. Now it's not a new show. I've watched this is season 2 of a show I've already watched. Okay. Temptation Island.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like Love on the Spectrum or something.
Oh no, I can't do Love on the Spectrum because I know that they do it tastefully, right? But in my head, they're always just taking advantage of people with autism. Even though it's not that, and that's what everyone tells me who has watched it, that it is done, respectfully and tastefully and all those good things. But I just think like they got 2 special needs peeps speed dating for the gigs. Okay, like that's just
right. Yeah.
But no, Temptation Island. Okay, that's the one where they put they take couples, they rip them apart, they put all the men on one side of the island, they put all the women on the other side of the island, and they surround both of them by the most attractive people of the opposite sex with the sole purpose of trying to get that person to cheat on their significant other. Okay?
Oh my God. Are these, is the cast like famous or like reality TV famous, or are they just like average Joes?
Regular average Joe people. Probably want to be actors and actresses and stuff, but but this is the show, season 1, where one of the guys cheated on his girlfriend with a threesome. I don't know if you remember this story. They had a threesome, and then afterwards he's like, I didn't think of it as cheating at the time, even though I was completely in a relationship with my girlfriend.
Okay.
So, very, very excited about it. I've already watched episode 1. Episode 1 is always just like getting to know everybody. We're going to set up like the first bit of drama, but we're not going to actually pay off on it or anything like that. So I will keep you guys apprised of what happens. I'm hoping it's much better, especially finale-wise, than Age of Attraction was. It was mid, mid.
Yeah.
This one also not hosted by the Lachey's, though. This is
Mark Wahlberg, thank goodness.
But
Mark Wahlberg?
Not that Mark Wahlberg. It's like Mark L. Wahlberg or Mark J. Wahlberg or something. Okay?
I'm like, what's Marky Mark doing on Temptation Island?
he's too much of a Christian for that. Come on. He's not doing that. But what have you been watching?
Oh my God. Okay, so the Lamar Odom documentary on Netflix dropped like a week or so ago, and I didn't know about it until Val was like, oh, I just watched it. And she goes, I have a lot of feelings about this. And I was like, okay, I'm going to watch it so we can talk about it, right? So I go into this documentary thing, like I knew a little bit about what happened to Lamar Odom, obviously because it happened in Vegas or outside of Vegas, I should say.
And for anyone who doesn't know, Lamar Odom OD'd while at a whorehouse.
Yes.
Okay.
A brothel.
Legal brothel.
In Pahrump.
It was out in Pahrump, the Bunny Ranch, I believe. But he
Love Ranch.
Oh, it was the Love Ranch. Oh.
Yes.
There's so many out there. I'm sorry.
There's so many.
But yeah, he had a full OD OD is drug overdose. And they had to like airlift him to a hospital. Anyway, go on.
Yes, it was the whole thing. Now, obviously the whole documentary was kind of like leading up to that point in his life. I thought he was going to have some kind of like arc, right? Like either he was going to say something like, oh, I'm sober now for however months, blah, blah, blah. No, none of that happened. Like, I honestly don't understand why he made this documentary, because it just makes him look like a shitty person.
Because he needed money, Judy.
And then I thought about, I was like, yeah, he probably needed money to continue his drug addictions.
Yeah. So, because he's not with the Kardashian chick anymore.
No, he is not.
Have that money coming in. He's not making he doesn't play basketball anymore. He needed money.
So, as a big Kardashian hater, like I will say, I will be one of the people. I'm like, I do not like that family. I actually came out of this documentary like, damn, I kind of feel sorry for Chloe. Like, so I don't know if you know. So their whole premise is, so he started dating her when she wasn't really big yet, right? They just started the Keeping Up with the Kardashians show. So he kind of got there early. And then he cheated on her at some point. So she filed for a divorce. And he's like, all right, I'm going to get the divorce. But before that was ever finalized is when he OD'd. So she's like, all right, I'm not going to divorce him right now because that's kind of shitty. She helped she helped rehab like this man, right? Because he apparently suffered from, I think they said 12 strokes and 6 heart attacks. And he was in a coma for weeks or something crazy. I'm like, damn. Oh, that's wild. I didn't know all of that about Lamar Odom's condition, but it was really bad. And so Chloe stayed with him the whole time. And she she helped rehab him, all of this, only for her to, once he was done with rehab and he was sent home, she says, when you smell crack, you know exactly what that smell is. So she said when she walked back into his house, she smelled crack right away and saw Lamar smoking crack, right? And she's like, so we just did all of that for you to revert back to smoking crack?
Okay, so what I will say, I wouldn't know what crack smells like. I'm just gonna throw that out there, okay?
Right.
If someone's smoking crack, I'd be that is a very particular smell. I don't know what that is.
Right, but
is that what crack smells like?
Yeah, so I guess, he'd been this drug addict the whole time they were together, and she just kind of, obviously she never mentioned it to anybody type thing, and it was just something she kept to herself, it got really bad for him, so I was just like, damn, how do I come out of this feeling bad for Chloe? Well, I still don't like her, but at the end of the day, damn.
It's okay because some stories don't have to have any good guys. Okay, I know that's what we're used to. Right. We always want the good guy to prevail, but some stories it's just about all fucked up people.
It's just is so messed up. I was like, damn, all of that happened, and it just crazy. And I was like, wow, Chloe was actually fairly young when all of this happened to her too. Because she was
about all of this though.
I just didn't think of the timeline. I'm like, wow, this, and I also did not know Lamar Odom was drafted in 1999.
Jesus, Judy.
Yeah, it was bad. I was like, oh damn, I didn't know he was in the league for that long. What the fuck?
Now I know how you feel when we talk about holidays. Okay.
Yeah.
When you're like, Ryan, why don't you know what Veterans Day is? Judy, how do you not know Lamar Odom drafted in 99 to the Miami Heat?
Because I was 9 years old.
So what?
And I didn't care about basketball.
Okay, look, I was only 13. It's not like I was that much older, okay? Let's relax on that. And actually, when he was drafted, I was probably only 11, or 12.
Yeah, maybe when he was drafted, I was only 8.
Whatever. You stupid 8-year-old, okay?
But yeah, it was just crazy. But then, they also talked about in the beginning how I didn't know he had his baby son, his newborn, pass away. What?
I didn't know.
Yeah, that's when his drug addiction really started spiraling, was when his newborn son died. So.
I hope you don't start smoking crack before your kid dies. I hope that's the way it goes.
Hopefully, we don't know.
No, we don't know, but yeah, so I guess my question when it comes to Chloe is did he smoke it around her before? Or did someone else smoke it around her? Or did
I think it was more him smoking around her. At least that was my impression. I don't know, Chloe, if you smoking crack, girl, but that's cool if you do. I don't know.
Oh, it's cool as shit.
I don't know your life. I don't know your life.
She'll smoke crack. It's fine. That's fucking sexist, Judy, okay? I don't appreciate that.
Sorry, you shouldn't smoke crack. I don't know.
I do feel like crack is one of the drugs that you should just purely stay away from. There's 6 that you should just stay away from. There's no medicinal purpose to it at all.
And crack is
but you just shouldn't do it.
You shouldn't. No, I don't think that's gonna lead you to a good life.
I'll put a list together. We'll talk about it next week. Okay.
Okay, good. Thank you. I was like, oh, can you name the others that you think of?
Well, I can think of like 2 or 3 other ones off the top of my head, but I know that there's more out there, right? So we'll get to it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's. I mean, look, dudes make bad decisions when they're horny, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Lamar Odom made bad decisions at the Love Ranch.
She sure did. He took 12 of those, those pills you get at like the gas station. Yeah. Like those sexual enhancement ones. So like tons of caffeine, right? Rhino. Yes. So one of the Love Ranch workers was saying that he took 12 of these pills, but on the packaging, it says, please do not take more than one in a 24-hour time span. I was like, oh my God.
That's like, honestly, it almost makes me feel like he was trying to unalive himself, but he was doing it the way a broke person would do it. Like, if I was poor, the way that I would take myself out is I would overdose on Tylenol. And the reason for that is because I know that it's going to finish me off. And if you know, you know. I'll just leave it at that, right? But it sounds like he was doing a similar kind of thing where he's like, look, I only got, after this Love Ranch trip, I only got about $32 in the bank. So I already bought my crack, so we're good. But I need something to OD on. For real, for real.
For real, for real.
Yeah. Oh, because this is back in like the aughts, right? So it's like, I got $1.32 back. Perfect. I'll get 2 Red Bulls, please.
Oh man. Yeah. Crazy.
But speaking of bad decisions, I don't appreciate that you be sending me TikToks where it's obvious I'm not gonna be able to pay attention to what the person is saying. Okay? Because Judy, look at that. Right in my face. Okay? I don't give a damn what this girl's about to say. Right in my face.
I know.
All right, let's hear what she has to say.
Okay. Did you guys see the TikTok about the girl who was like, I think she's an OnlyFans creator, and she had a paid date, and she told the person, because apparently she had a really bad yeast infection, she's like, hey, I have a really bad yeast infection, is that cool? And he said, great, actually, let me buy your panties for $500. And so she's like, yeah, sure. Now, she says this is the worst yeast infection she's ever had, so I can only imagine what those panties look like, and he was like all up in them. Then he says, hey, guys, you have an idea? Like, what if you make sourdough bread with your yeast infection, and I'll pay you for it? And she says, okay. And then she posts on her OnlyFans, on her account, I don't know, I think it's OnlyFans, and she's like, hey, who else is interested in yeast infection sourdough? Apparently a lot of people, because she ended up making $41,000. And so my whole point is, there's like a lot of girls who are like, oh my God, what if he doesn't like, what if he's not into...
Okay, I can't.
So...
Is there any more to it that I need to know?
No, that was it.
Okay.
No, that was it. So I'm here listening to this, and I'm like, am I in the wrong business?
No, you're in the perfectly right business, Judy. Okay? I don't need you selling yeast infection sourdough loaves across the fucking Southwest. All right, Judy?
The whole country, Ryan. Why are we just sticking to the Southwest?
If you're going to do that, keep it regional, you disgusting thing, you. All right.
I'm not the disgusting one. It's the men who are fighting it.
Don't act like you don't want to be a part of this, Judy. You're just like, should I get into a new business? All right? I'm over here. I'm like RFK. I'm trying to keep the world healthy, and you're just out here spreading sourdough yeast infection.
I mean, I would have never thought about it if men didn't buy it, so.
Dude, I was going to say, what is wrong with men? What is wrong with us? We really do just make terrible decisions when we're horny. Like, that is the dumbest fucking thing I could think of.
I have never heard this in my life, and I go, obviously somebody did it because somebody bought it, and I was like, wow. Crazy.
Okay, here's the real question now. Okay, have you made sourdough bread before?
I am a sourdough bread maker.
Right, so you know how complicated. It's not just like making regular bread. You knead it, you mix it, you knead it, you let it proof, and then
you let it. Yes, you do it again.
Like 75
it's a whole
components
thing. Yes.
that need to go All of them need to go somewhat perfect in order for this bread to come out right.
Yes.
So my question is, it's a two-part question. I'm going to go with the first one and the second one. The first question is, does she already have the bread-making experience, or are these guys also going to have to eat shitty sourdough bread?
Oh, I don't know.
And then B, as far as this yeast infection goes, like, are we saying that she gets yeasty like that enough to have a bread-making company, or did she take some out and now it's growing its own yeast? Like, these are the questions I really need.
You know what? I think it's more of I don't know why we're talking about this thoroughly like this, but I think it's more she probably already has, like, it's called a starter is what you make sourdough with. She probably already has one and she'll just, scoop a little bit in there and then it's not like a whole right. Okay. Yeah. See, that's how I'm thinking of it. I don't think she's like actually growing her sourdough yeast with like her actual. That's at least that's my thing.
It seemed like she had plenty to spare.
Clearly. I don't know, girls, but
what the hell is wrong with y'all vaginas? Like, come on, what is up with y'all?
Look, if you take, it's actually very common for women, especially if they're sick and they have to take antibiotics because it kills all the bacteria in your body. So then it kills like the good bacteria in your vagina. So then it causes yeast infections. It's the whole thing.
Spray some Lysol on your shit or something, okay? Clean it the fuck up.
Anyways,
hit it with a Swiffer wet jet or something. Like, we gotta be better than this, people.
Stop.
You stop.
Not the Lysol, please.
Oh, I did it a second too long. We're probably gonna get copyright strike. It's fine. It's time for Am I Overreacting? Am I overreacting? My girlfriend got a ring gifted to her from her guy best friend and wants to wear it on her ring finger, and it upsets me. My girlfriend's birthday is coming up, and her guy best friend got her a ring from Pandora as her birthday gift. Also got her a Victoria's Secret gift card and a bouquet of flowers. I personally think it's a bit much for someone who's just a friend, but that's not what this post is about. This ring she got is really cute, has a little bee on it, and she'll be getting matching earrings and an anklet to go with it from her family. However, she wants to put the ring on her ring finger, and it just makes me feel a bit jealous and upset because I personally think that the only rings that should be on a ring finger is those she gotten for herself or rings that I've bought her. Mind you, the ring she got is meant to be a pinky ring, but she wants to get it resized for her ring finger. To her, it's just an accessory, and she thinks it'll look better on her ring finger. But to me, I don't think that another guy's ring should be on her ring finger. Only rings I've gifted to her and rings she's gotten for herself. Am I overreacting?
Oh my God. Homie G, if you're like I think he is overreacting. If you just maybe bought your girl a ring, then she probably put it there. Like, you keep saying how like the only ring she should put on is the rings I bought her. Well, clearly you have not bought her any rings or else she's been wearing them.
No good rings anyway. Not a single good one.
Yeah.
Also, if you're so worried about it, like for me, you know what I'm actually concerned about more so? And it's a gift card. But why are you buying Victoria's Secret gift card? Why? Huh? You better back the fuck up. Why you need to see her in some lingerie? I know she could buy fucking perfume or whatever, but we all know what you're buying. You're going to the fucking 5 for $25 panty section and you're buying that shit. All right? Why is this dude buying her a Victoria's Secret gift card? That's one. Two, if you're really not worried about it, just once she has it on her ring finger, just have her give you a handy the next time she has it on. Like, if she doesn't want to,
she probably won't like that. He'll probably be like, he'll be flaccid because all he can think about is how upset he is that she's wearing this stupid ring.
Homie, mark your territory. Be an alpha about your shit. Come on. Like, I thought for a moment, I did think that there was something to this until he said that it was a pinky ring that she is getting resized.
Mm-hmm.
So it's obvious that the guy didn't get it for her to wear on that finger.
Yeah.
So it's just, like she said, she thinks it's cuter there. So yes, 100% overreacting. My dude, you need to calm down. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, maybe, yeah, you should clearly buy better jewelry for her because she's not wearing it.
Forget that. Let the other guy wear. You know what I would do? I would not only get the handy, I'd have her wearing the fucking lingerie she bought from Victoria's Secret too, right? And then I'm gonna fuck her right on the bed, covered in rose petals from the flowers that the homeboy got her. All right, I'm marking all my fucking territory. Okay?
Exactly. Grow a pair, bro.
Grow a pair, bro. What's it like being back on social media?
Oh my God.
What we're seeing with Am I Overreacting?
You know what? I love Threads. Something about this week was just such a good Threads week. And chef's kiss. I have a story time. It's a short one, but I have a quick story time. It says, let me move this so I'm not looking this way. Okay, here we go.
I'm so glad you were prepared. Thanks, Judy.
No, sorry, I didn't like it on my other screen because then it looks weird. So at least I'm facing you guys. Anyways, okay, so my baby daddy went through a rough patch recently. He lost his job, got evicted, and had nowhere to go. I let him crash at my place for a few months till he got back on his feet. I cooked, I helped with applications. I even made sure our kids still saw him as their hero. One night, he sat me down and said, "Why are you doing all of this after how bad I treated you?" She goes, I told him, "You were the best man to me, but you've always been a great father to our kids, and I'll always protect their peace." He got all quiet, eyes all glossy, like the guilt finally caught up with him. I looked him dead in the face and said, "Don't feel too bad though. I cheated first. I just never got caught." Yeah, that man stood up like he just got his job and his strength back. I was like, wow, this is such a great story. That twist at the end, I mean,
she's a fucking liar.
Bravo,
But
girl.
yeah, she's a liar. She didn't cheat first. Nope. That would have come out well before now if she had actually cheated. Y'all women is petty, okay? As soon as you found out, it would have been like, "Oh, it's fine. I've been fucking James behind your back anyway, bitch ass."
Yeah, I was like, oh, yeah, did not know where this was gonna take me to, but
I get
glad
that
it
though.
did.
Like I would, not so much on the twist, but I do understand. Like in that similar situation, I'd probably do the same thing if it was Asher's mom.
yeah,
You know, because what I hear in that story is that mom loves the kids more than anything.
yeah,
Right. And that's why she's doing all these things to build her baby daddy up so that her kids don't think about him as a loser, as a joke, any of that stuff. Right.
yeah,
And that takes a strong ass bitch to do something like that. So kudos to her, you know.
yeah.
There are certain
Kudos,
people-
but also way to kick your man down while he's down.
Oh yeah, because there are certain people that I am not going to be as generous to.
Fuck the 49ers.
You know, I can't do it. Asher's mom gets a pass. Other people, not saying who,
Fuck the 49ers. Yeah.
don't get that same pass. I don't know. I ain't got nothing for you.
I miss hearing that. We didn't hear it last week, so.
Oh, you're homeless and you're destitute? Damn. Soup kitchen's 2 miles down that way, partner. I'll see ya. No, I don't have Uber money. Get the fuck on. Shit.
Oh man, that's rough. That's rough. But okay, so on top of that, there is a question on the thread. Sorry, I have to move it to my phone now because I can't do two screens at once. Oh my god, where is it? My phone refreshed and now I have to scroll. I am so okay, I found it. Okay.
That inner monologue, I swear.
Okay, question for the group. So I'd love to hear your guys' comments as well, and Ryan's as well, of course. What's the craziest thing someone has said to you during sex?
Okay.
So I'll let you think while I read some of the responses here, okay?
Okay.
One girl said, this guy said, "This is for my ancestors." Oh man.
Oh, I know that. That's like that was like a black dude fucking a white chick. Yeah.
Yeah, she says I'm obviously white.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Someone said, "Close the fucking window," and it was some random person walking their dog down the street.
I agree. Okay. I agree.
Okay.
It gets hot though. It
Okay.
does get hot. So
It does. You got to have the fans on though. So all the fans, ceiling, your floor fan, got to get them all. This girl says, "Wow, my girlfriend doesn't even do this."
bro, come on, bro.
Oh man, this guy wrote, "Please don't leave me after this like the rest of them."
You desperate fuck. You desperate fuck.
Oh man. This girl says, "Shut the fuck up. I can't concentrate." Oh man. I was reading some of these out loud to Q, and I'm just cracking up on the couch. I'm like, these are so good. Okay, so yes, tell us.
I don't know what the craziest thing someone said to me during. Well, okay, yeah, I do know what the craziest thing that someone said to me during sex, but it wasn't the person I was having sex with.
Okay. What?
I've told you this story before, Judy, but
I'm sure you have, but yes,
first, when I lost my virginity, right, I had picked up these two girls, and I was talking to one of them, and I had an expedition, so I jumped in the back with the girl, and we started to hook up or whatever, and then the girl in the front seat is just like, "Ryan, I'm taking your phone," and then slams the door. Because we had started to do stuff with her while she was still in the front seat, so she felt uncomfortable. Yeah, so that was fun. That was fun. You know, honestly, the only thing I can think of, the only thing that's permeating in my head right now is still just the girl who drooled on me, who was just like, "No, you can finish. Don't give up on me. You can finish." Oh.
Hey man, so I was just cracking up. I think one of there was one, and I can't find it because it's buried in it. But it says this guy called me mommy, and I was like, oh my god,
what's wrong with that?
That's weird.
What do you mean? It's weird when we call you mommy, but you guys call us.
It
daddy
is
all the time.
weird.
It's fucking hot.
I don't know.
It's
mommy is
standard.
Just. It is good.
You know what? I'm gonna research into this. We're gonna talk about it next week because I don't like the fact. I don't like that it's a double standard. Okay, y'all talk about equality, and then when we bring up some equal shit, this is what happens.
Still, it's no.
What's the weirdest thing that ever been said to you, Judy?
I don't know. I thought about it and I couldn't think of anything. Like not weird. Okay, let me tell you guys. This is not weird, but I remember I hooked up with the guy before, and like when he finished, he like yelled like the Hulk, and it was really weird.
Like as he was finishing, he was like, "Ah!" Please tell me he yelled Hulk smash. Please.
No,
no.
I didn't know what was happening. I was like, I was like, what?
Oh man.
Yeah.
He was making sure you felt dominated. He knows that women like to feel dominated.
Oh my God. It took me, it was very hard to not laugh in that moment because I'm like,
did you hook up with him again?
Normal? Yeah. We dated for, a few weeks. And it
Every
happened.
time he finished?
Yes. And so then I was like, nah, no, this is not for me, dog. I thought it was like a one-time thing.
That reminds me, because growing up, watched way too much cable TV. One of the shows, Sex and the City, right? Mm-hmm. And there was an episode where Charlotte was dating this dude, and the guy couldn't finish unless he called her a fucking
bitch whore. Yes. Yes.
That's your version of it, Judy.
just screaming like the Hulk.
Oh God.
Yeah, that was not. I thought it was a one-time thing, and then it continued to happen. I'm like,
Keith, I need you to tell me in the comments the crazy shit you yell at Judy when you're finishing inside of her. Okay, when you're just laying the gravy out there. Okay, what's the thing that you're saying to her? Put it in the comments. Okay,
put it in the comments, Keith.
I'm glad. Do you have any more questions from Threads, or is that it?
No, that was it for this week.
Well, I'm glad that was the question, though, because I have a question for you, and it's on a similar kind of subject matter. Okay. I need you to settle a argument for me.
Okay.
So,
as a Libra or as like a regular person?
as a regular person / female.
Okay.
When it comes, and just don't answer until I tell you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to measuring a penis, all right, are we going from base to tip, or are we measuring like throughout the entire curvature of it? And I say that because my whole life, I've been told base to tip is what the length is. And most recently, I'm now being told that it's the entire curvature of your member, which I'm fine with because it gives me like an extra 0.75 inches. Okay. I could use every little bit. It helps. So I need to know, Judy, are we talking base to tip or entire curvature?
Now, when you say entire curvature, does that include like balls?
No. So basically still base to tip, but instead of just a straight line, like you would use a ruler or a tape measure or something, like think you have a string, and the string is just being laid flat across all of the curves of the lines and everything. Just like that.
Okay.
And then at the end of it, you would then straighten that string out, and that's your actual length.
Oh, interesting. I always just thought base to tip, but I would think because you're measuring yourself when you're not like curved, right? You'd be one when you're like rock hard. So then it's just pointing up and, right. And then you measure.
What? I'm sorry. You've never been with a dude who had a curved dick when he was hard? I'm not saying it's like a fucking boomerang or anything. Like it's got a fucking right angle in it. But I'm saying like a banana. Like a banana has a curve. And you're over here. Nope. I only fuck dudes with arrow straight dicks.
Yeah.
Keith has a rocket in his pants, okay? It's a fucking cucumber, just one straight piece.
Yes, I mean I never took that into consideration, but I guess if you're a curve, then yeah, obviously you would measure with your curve, but I don't know. I always just said base to tip, straight.
I'm worried that like Judy is not a giving lover, that she knows so little about dicks that she didn't even realize that, they have curves in them when they're hard. Nope, it's rock hard. It's now a straight line.
Listen. I actually don't. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of men out there who've actually measured like with a tape measure, but I don't know.
No,
I've never physically measured it myself.
You've never measured Keith's dick?
No.
Now I know you're not a caring lover. What the fuck? You don't even care. You don't care about anything. You don't want to show it any appreciation. All right?
I'm like, why does it matter if
you
I
don't have a
measure
nickname
it?
for it or anything like that. This is terrible. This is terrible.
Oh my god.
I'm looking at a whole new side of you. I don't like it, to be quite honest, Judy. I don't like it.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
Don't be sorry to me. Be sorry to your husband. That poor guy. You non-caressing fuck, okay? Gosh.
Okay, it doesn't mean I don't caress him.
Nope. You don't care how long it is. You don't care how girthy it is. You don't care how veiny it is. None of that stuff. It's just there. It's just there to be a fucking tool for you. Real nice. Real nice, Judy. You know what?
Okay, well.
Of all the people, I didn't think it was going to be you, but you apparently... Hold on, because now I'm so flustered. I can't find anything, okay? Oh. I don't know where the full one is. Patron saint, okay? The patron saint needs to talk to you just like everyone else. Judy, treat your man better. Patron saint. All right, I've had to bring this back out. I had to bring the patron saint back to y'all because A, Judy is mistreating Keith, and that's just not cool. But B, more importantly, some people out there need some help. All right, some of y'all out there need some serious help. Let me find this dude real quick. All right, here we go. Women who orgasm with toys only. So wife early on told me prior to being intimate that she only finishes with toys. I love her, so I said, no problemo, we can make it work. The issue over time is that she's gotten more selfish, I guess, or maybe not self-aware. Our sessions are mostly penetration for about 3 minutes. Then she rushes me to come, and then we move on to her, where it's a long, drawn-out vibe session where she orgasms a minimum of 4 times, while I essentially touch and caress all of her spots. My issue isn't the discrepancy of orgasms. Oh, no. It's more the issue that the energy seems more one-sided. So I have 2 questions for the woman that can only use toys. 1, how do I go about having a more fulfilling session where we can both enjoy ourselves? Secondly, is there any way or technique that can maybe help her get the big O by penetration? I honestly tried, but she says there's no hope. All right, dude. First off, you are not giving any. Okay? Look, as far as penetration, if we're talking about with your member, let's say, some women just don't like that. Okay? It doesn't work. Now, if we're talking about our friends ring and middle, okay? If we're talking about those, then what you need to do is when you're fully, fully lubricated, right? You need to curl it towards you, okay? Right? You'd be telling her whole body, come here.
Right. Don't just be jabbing in it.
Right?
Yeah.
So that if we're talking, that is my one suggestion. But here's the real thing, okay? The reason that she's giving so much more energy to her session is because she hurried you up. You boring ass, mister. I'm only going to have sex with you and then I'll finish. And then, how about you do some intercourse where you go do a bunch of different things, okay? How about you just do a simple orgasm sandwich? All right? How about we do that? She finishes a couple times, you finish, and then she gets to finish a couple more times. Everyone's happy. But no. It's got to be fucking black and white with you. I gotta go, and then you gotta go, and then also, be a man about your shit. Get your dick hard again, and fuck her after, okay? How about you finish at the beginning and the end?
Or how about you just combine the two? why don't you bring the toys in with you while you're penetrating her? Come on.
Ooh, yeah. Get you one of them vibrating rings that go around your,
Just saying. Or just, if you're doing it like doggy, just have her hold it while you hit it in the back. Come on, bro.
See.
Clearly your woman loves the toys. Just have her incorporate it.
Clearly Judy loves the toys. Are you listening to this right now, people? She knows all about this stuff. So how is it you know all about the toys, but you haven't measured Keith? Not one time. Uncaring, selfish. Good dick, good dick, good dick, good dick. All right, there's one more thing before we move on from the patron saint. I do have one more video. This is a creator that I have come up on my feed every now and then. Her name's Just Peachy, but I need you guys to listen to this video real quick.
I genuinely still can't believe that there are men out there who will say no or don't like getting a job. I thought you guys were just happy to be there. That's what you say, right? You're gonna turn that down? Be grateful. You know what? I didn't even want to give you one anyways.
Okay.
Oh.
So here's the thing. We are grateful. Okay? I want all women out there to know we are very, very grateful. But we're also logical. Okay? We're logical. We know the exact type of grip strength and thrusting motion and all the things that we need to actually feel satisfied. And y'all do your best, but normally it comes out to being like 63% of what we do. Like as far as like how good it feels and everything. And I'm just talking about a straight up HJ, okay? I'm not talking about doing combinations of things and spitting on it and using no. I'm just talking about like just a regular HJ. Maybe you get lucky and get some oil or lotion on that motherfucker, but nothing much else, right?
Yeah.
Like we're better at it. We know what it's supposed to feel like. And okay, I'll put it like this. For anyone who's like, I don't get what you're saying, Ryan. It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense to me. I'm going to make it make sense. All right?
Okay.
It's like when you go through the drive-thru and you order a Coke, right? Mm-hmm. And you get your drink and it's nice and amber brown and you go to drink it and it's a Diet Coke. That's fine. You'll live because it's a Diet Coke. It's not the worst thing in the world. But you know what a Coke is supposed to taste like.
Yeah.
You know what and that's what I'm saying. Your HJ is just the Diet Coke of HJs. And I say we're logical not because it's that, but we just know that it's not going to satisfy us the way that you want it to satisfy us. And we want to move on to things that you can do that satisfy us and be grateful for all of those pleasures that you bring into our life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right? Fair. So, yeah, that's fair.
Just like, how about this? Okay. If a guy was down there with his fingers, not on the inside, on the outside, playing with the hood, but couldn't quite find the sweet spot. But we're there for 15 minutes, and it's like, it feels nice because there's like some tertiary touches going on.
Right.
You're never actually like hammering down on it. Right? Would you as a woman, would you really want to stick around and have that happen all the time?
No, of course. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this isn't like, I already can hear it. I can already fucking hear it. Some woman out there is going to be like, well, yeah, but that's why you give him instructions to do. Fair. 100% fair. Give your dude directions. Give him directions on how to find, your happy place, for lack of a better term. But it's different. It's different with an HJ. Because like I said, we're gonna grip it harder, softer, a little harder, a little soft. Okay, now perfectly in line with the shaft, up and down. No, perfectly in line. You went straight. It's not a fucking arrow, okay? It's a banana. So, just that's what. It's not that we're not grateful. Anytime a woman is gracious enough to put her hand on our body, we are grateful. But we want to continue being grateful and not resentful. And your shitty hand jobs make us resentful. That's the patron saint. Good dick, good dick, good
dick, good dick. That's good. That's good.
We are so ahead on time on this show. Like, we haven't had this.
Wow.
Yeah, we've... All right.
Look at us.
What, for like weeks, I've been I wanted to bring this girl up.
Okay.
Because she just... I saw this video, and it just enraged me, okay? It enraged me. So, I'm already in such a good mood. Let's keep it going, huh?
No matter how many of these you make, if you spend all of it, you'll be broke. It's not glamorous, it's not flashy, I know, but it is the one rule every wealthy person lives by, and every struggling person tries to skip. So start here, spend less than you earn, and watch what happens. No matter...
So yeah, that's a common sense thing. Spend less than what you make, right?
Yeah.
But that's not why fucking rich people are rich. All right, like it's not like they just figured out, oh, all I have to do is not spend this extra $4 on a coffee every couple of days, and then I'll be fine. Oh, no. People are rich because A, they have someone else who's rich. B, they got lucky and got real successful in business. C, they worked their ass off for a job that put them in a certain tax bracket. Like, there are a bunch of reasons that these things happen. And yes, along the way, obviously, if they spend more than they make, they're going to end up like Floyd Mayweather, right? Because he was rich and now he's broke. Kinda. I don't know. He seems kind of broke, but he probably has more money than I do. It's weird. But it's not... I hear stuff like this, and it almost like hurts when I hear stuff like this. Because, yeah, you can talk about just spending less than you make. But at the same time, when gas prices, let's say, go from $50 to fill your tank to 2 or 3 weeks later, it's now $85 to fill your tank. And you got to do that minimum once a week. Well, that's an extra what, $100, $120 that you weren't planning on spending over that month. Yeah. Right? Oh, then your hot water heater goes out. There's another $800 that you didn't plan on. Oh, insurance rates tripled. Why? Because the economy. There's no other reason. You didn't do anything wrong, but the economy. So now so that's what I'm saying. Rich people are rich for many, many, many other reasons. Right. They just didn't spend more than they make. Like, I hear stuff like that. And it's one of those things that, like, you tell people because it sounds super profound. Because it's so simple. How could it not be the truth? Yeah. But then you, like, actually just put, like, this woman, right? Let me show you her again for anyone who missed it. Okay? Let me just real quick. Like, she is rich. Hold on. Yeah, she's rich. Look at those things.
You'll be broke.
Look at how big they are. I guarantee you she's selling content somewhere. Okay?
Something. Yeah.
Something. Either she's selling it publicly or she's selling it privately, if you know what I'm saying.
Or both.
She is selling some stuff, and that's how she makes her money. And that's why she is rich, because men... when they're horny, that should be that's what the title of this episode is. Men make bad decisions when they're horny, okay?
God, it's like those people who are like millennials. This is why the reason that you can't buy a house is because you're buying avocado toast or you're spending money on Starbucks. Like, let's be real here, people. That's not the reason.
And the thing with that is, like, that was something, okay, that made sense when we were in our, let's say, mid-20s and y'all were saying that shit.
Right,
Avocado toast and Starbucks and getting sleeves of tattoos and everything. Okay, I get what you're saying. Guess what, bro? We're now in our 40s and we're still having these issues, okay?
Yeah.
And don't talk to me about how, all you got to do is spend less. You know what? How about motherfuckers pay more too? How about
you pay us more?
You know, And I know that this is not a perfect barometer of it, but they haven't raised the minimum wage since like 2005 or something like that. Yet, and I say that just because if the minimum wage is a certain thing, then everything by proxy should get more expensive or should pay out more. That's essentially the point of that. And they haven't raised it, but the cost of living keeps going up.
Going up every year.
Whatever reason that is, it keeps going up. Democrats, Republicans, under everyone, it goes up. Okay.
Yeah.
And but you know what doesn't go up? The pay that people get doesn't go up. Oh, it'll go up for like the top 5, top 10% of people. But not for everybody.
Of course. Who are already at the top, right? And then they get more tax brackets, so then they don't have to pay less. Anyways, don't get me started.
I'm not trying.
This whole thing is just
okay?
like, I hate these people.
Leave our bank accounts alone. That's all we're saying.
Oh, God. Yeah. Seriously, people. Don't just tell us it's so easy and simple when it's not.
Judy, I'm not going to prolong this anymore.
Are we gonging?
Yeah, we're going to gong, okay?
Okay.
But mostly, we're not going to prolong the show because you need to go measure Keith's dick right now. Okay? I want you to get a string, all right? Don't put any metal on it, okay? Be gentle. Go get a string or like a cloth measuring tape.
Okay.
Figure out its entirety and just, like I said, just appreciate that man, okay?
Okay. I never say I don't appreciate him. I'm just saying.
You could appreciate him more. How about that?
Fine. Okay.
Maybe we don't need to make a fucking tradition of going to Rite Aid if you would appreciate him more. I'm just saying. All right, that'll do it for this week's conversation with Judy and Ryan. Thank you guys so much for listening to the show. We do appreciate each and every one of you.
Yes.
Someone listens to the show through a friend of a friend. And I was like, oh, well, tell them how much I appreciate that they listen. And she thought I was being facetious. She thought, Mister, I have 87 subscribers that I'm so high and mighty that I can make fun of people. No, I am so grateful to anyone who listens. Thank you.
Yes,
guys so
literally.
87 subscribers.
Woo,
Let's go, guys.
There.
Thank you.
We're almost in the single digits to 100.
Road to 100. All right. If you know anyone you want to share the show, maybe they can subscribe. We would appreciate it. But if not, thank you for just being on the journey with us and listening to the show. And we will see you next time right here on A Conversation with Judy and Ryan. Bye.
Bye.